Hey, hey, everybody, and welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. I am your host, Jessica Milagros, and I am here with
Everybody,
Kenny.
and welcome to Girl Let's.
Kenny, wait, ooh, I heard a background noise here.
Can you
You,
hear me? Hi,
I
everybody. It's been a while. Oh my God.
absolutely. I am so sorry. I'm still like on birthday mode right now, so I totally apologize. I was with
Girl,
my brother. He was like, "Hey, I haven't seen you. Let's party." I was like, I can't do that right now, but I did. Oh well.
well,
Let's get
honestly, you should have been with me. I should have been with you
I
in Vegas. And I'm so
know.
sorry, but we'll see each other soon. So, looking forward to
Everybody,
that.
look, hey, Diamond Pa. He's like, hey,
Oh, hey,
besties. Yes, we are here to talk about all things Bachelorette. We're so excited. It's Bachelorette season.
girl. Oh, the best season, honestly. And I have such high hopes for this season because I love Michelle. I feel like they didn't give us too much of Michelle during that season until like after the credits rolled. We saw a lot of personality and we
Yes.
started to really love her. So I'm really looking forward to it.
I agree. Look, this is like I had said, it's the anticipated Bachelorette season. Obviously, we had two Bachelorettes this season. We had Katie and we had Michelle, and now, I mean,
Well, not all of us watched Katie. I mean, I didn't see one episode of Katie. I didn't see one outfit. All I saw was that purple
oof.
skirt, and I knew it wasn't for me. So,
I think Kemi is trying to say she was on strike. She was
I
on
was on.
strike.
I was.
So she were totally on strike. Unfortunately, Hannah's not going to be here. This was going to be the first day that we were going to have a Kemi, Hannah, Jessica reunion. I mean, we've already had one in New York for the Survivor party, but you'll have to see next week where we'll all be together. She's unfortunately like driving from like Tennessee to Tennessee. I don't know exactly where it is, but she's on the road, so she cannot be she cannot be here with us today. But
She's here in spirit,
she
and
is.
we have all of her hot takes from last night. So
We
we got.
do. We have so many hot takes. Okay. So before we go through all of this, click like, subscribe, click to receive the notifications to let you know when we're on. We're going to be doing these Bachelorette recaps every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. You see how I changed that? Did you see how I
Yes.
did that? I quickly changed it. Kemi has an issue with me putting Central Time in front of Eastern Time.
It's not my issue. It's the way of the world.
It's the way of the world. So we want to say, everybody, let us know
Hey,
you're here.
Ina.
Hey, Aina. Here, yo, the episode was everything. Yes, let's get to it. First of all, we're this was a 2-hour Bachelorette episode. Obviously, every premiere is 2 hours long. I wanted to see all of Michelle as I could. We are so excited to see this queen on the screen.
Yes.
Let's talk about, first of all, the differences between her and Katie's season in terms of how this was promoted, because
I'll let you
that
take it.
was yes, that was a big change, obviously. That was a big change in terms of how they promoted Michelle's season. You could obviously kind of tell people were a little biased. I'm sure that people were thinking
I feel like,
Michelle was better.
yeah, I mean, I feel like Katie was giving us like quirky girl vibes. Whereas like Michelle, it was more so like, let's see the love story. And that's what I got from just the like trailers and everything. That's why I didn't watch Katie's. Right, Ina. Like Katie's was giving budget. Even the way that
Absolutely.
they like threw together her like little package to kind of sell it to us, I just wasn't interested. I was confused why they picked her for the Bachelorette to begin with. I'm happy for her that she found love from what I heard. But I'm really looking forward to seeing Michelle's season. I'm completely unspoiled, so this is going to be the first time for that. But I just want to kind
Yes.
of experience it all, the way that they're selling it to us. I will be looking for behind the scenes stuff during the season, but I'm not going to be looking for spoilers. So I'm really excited. Michelle looks amazing. Like
Oh,
her premiere night dress was beautiful, backless. Oh my God, she's so toned, like everything. She looked stunning. She carried herself very well, which I really, really, really love. I love basically anyone who's just naturally confident and I really love like a nice silent confidence, which is what Michelle really emulates to me. Like she
she
very
really does.
Yeah, she very much gives silent confidence. She doesn't need to tell you that she's in the room, but her presence is always heard and like felt and seen. So I just love that about her. And she had, from what I saw, like some of the guys were like some cuties. Like Jessica knows, like I have a favorite. I'm hoping he doesn't win because I will hop, skip, leap, jump into those DMs like nobody's business. But I'll wait till the end to see what happens. Part of me wants to spoil myself for that reason alone, but we will see. But premiere night was giving us chaos, and I was living for it.
I was very surprised. With someone like Michelle, I thought, okay, there's not going to be a lot of drama. Somehow ABC loves to create this drama. I don't know where the implants come from. Like there has to be somebody who is just like, yes, we know he's trouble. Let's bring him in because that's exactly what we got this first episode.
I also feel like, wow, they're really bringing in the whole, like, just like with Bachelor in Paradise, like the whole controlling your narrative, like social media influence, they're really like
Yes.
coming down on that, which I haven't seen. I personally feel like the lesser Survivor show, not the lesser, I'm sorry, the secondary Survivor show really could have taken a page out of the ABC handbook when it came to your season for people who were, creating their own narratives. But you know what can we say? You live and you learn, you crash and you burn. But
Well, this season, well, this first episode, I feel like gave everything. We know that Michelle is such a good. I want to say she's a good representative overall. Just representative of that being female. Like she's smart, she's courageous, she's confident, she's smart, she's all of these and beautiful. Obviously, that doesn't like mean really anything, right? Because for
it does.
me it's, well, I mean, you could be beautiful, but you have to have like consistency. You have to have like I don't know, like that je ne sais quoi, you know?
Well, I do feel like having someone who is just gorgeous, it adds to like the authenticity of like the men being there. Because if you say that my type is like blonde hair, blue eyes, and like tall, like leggy, and then you're on Michelle's season, I'm questioning your motives. Like what are you doing here? She is neither blonde haired nor blue eyed. So, I do feel like the attractiveness, not for the audience, but like as far as the men goes, definitely comes into play because if you have a type, I mean, we see what Michelle's type is by how many like tall light skins are being cast. Like she clearly told them, I love me a tall light skin. And they were like, ask and you shall receive.
Well, I don't know like what I mean, her type really
That's her
could
type.
be anything, right? Because I mean, Matt,
No.
wait, do you consider Matt light skin?
No way. How many petite blondes did Ben Higgins have? Everyone on JoJo's cast looked exactly the same. They tell these producers what their type is, and then we see a plethora of them. There were so many damn light skins last night. Like, that's her type. That's definitely what she told them. If I was the lead, you would see a bunch of brown skins with British accents in there. So, hey,
Would we, Kemi?
you know, girl. You know damn
Are
well
you
you
sure? I would think like big backs, no necks, maybe. I don't know about
guys
the
with huge
I don't
backs.
know about I don't know. I don't look at color or skin when I think of you. I just think big backs and no necks. I
Gigantic
don't
muscular
know.
backs. Well, this isn't about me, but yes, I definitely think that we saw Michelle's types.
Oh, hell no. AJ said no. Matt had a lot of women of color on his season, but his type was Miss Antebellum. Look, I'm
Not
even gonna
in
post that. This
film.
not Miss Antebellum, please. Not Miss Antebellum. Look, um, I I don't know how you feel about this, really. I don't know. I want to say yes. I think that Michelle is just like Ina says, like it is a men of substance. Like maybe you don't have a type. I personally don't have like a type, but I know that that type. No, Kemi, you can actually attest to this. You like men with a sense of humor. What kind of type is that? Is that light skin? Is that dark skin? Is that white, blonde hair, blue eyes? That's like anybody. That could be
I definitely don't
anybody.
like blonde hair, blue eyed men. That's you can X that off.
Well, I'm saying like sometimes people think of personalities, and I think
Oh
that
yeah,
they definitely came out with the personalities
they did.
this season.
We had an Italian like flipping pizza dough. I don't know why people were hating that so much. I loved it. Like I was like, you know what, bring in some fire. Like obviously he's not going to be F1, but I like to see some energy. You know, I like that.
Yeah. And I think that there is something to say for men who understand. I would just want someone to understand me, to be okay with my no, that this sounds wrong, but with my culture, my ethnicity. You
Yeah,
have to be open to understanding the many depths of who I am. And I feel like Michelle has so many layers, not only, she's not black, she's white, she's both. She has had an amazing upbringing, as we saw on the show. Her parents are still together. I almost damn near cried when I saw her mom talking about
that,
her
yeah,
dad, about how amazing of a man he was and how she
I love
wanted him to how she wanted Michelle to find a man like her father. And I was like, oh my
that. I
God,
love
love
that.
truly, like I almost cried. I was like, true love truly exists and it's in this form. So that Michelle is looking for that. And that was just amazing. Let's talk about some of these guys. Kemi, who caught your eye, Kemi?
Listen, Nate is
Everybody,
like
whoever's in the chat, let us know who caught your eye. I want to check to see who Kemi's eye um was wandering.
I just
Who's
feel like
wandering?
Nate is like the perfect specimen for me personally. Like I
He's so
said,
pretty.
he's so attractive, tall, like 6'8", and then he just seems so nice. Like I love people, guys especially, that yes, Diamond King Nate. I love guys that you can just tell they're
Yes.
genuinely kind people. And then on top of that, Babatunde, like Nigerian, love that. So
He had wait, did you catch all his names? Because he had a plethora of names. I couldn't
I
even write
think
them
it was
down.
Babatunde, Nate Olukoya. I don't
Wait,
remember.
wait, 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 wait. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on, hold on. Diamond, he's 6'8"?
He's 6'8". He's
Stop.
6'8".
Stop.
Yes, Jess, I'm in
How
love.
did I not pick this up?
I don't know
What?
how you didn't pick that up. I feel like the moment that they said it, I was like rage texting you.
No,
Like,
we were talking. I will tell everybody that Kemi and I were messaging each other, and we were talking about how. Well, I was talking to Kemi about how beautiful Nate was. Like beautiful in the sense it's just like yo, like not standardly cute, not any like he was just so freaking beautiful.
He's a nice looking guy. And then I believe he's Canadian, right?
What?
He's Canadian. He's from somewhere in Canada. So he's Canadian.
Okay. AJ says I would choose polygamy polyamory for PJ, Leroy, and Nate. So Nate, yes. PJ, I'm trying to think who PJ and
I don't
Leroy
remember
were.
PJ, which says a lot.
Oh wow. Well, obviously, as you can tell, we were all just enamored for Nate's. PJ. Oh, he was the one. Yes, PJ was the one with the real firefighter truck. It
Oh yes.
was
Oh
the
my god,
yes,
you know who
it
he
was
looks
the
like?
fake firefighter. It was the toy fire truck and then the real fire truck. And I would, yes, tell you PJ, yes.
That's my type. I love that. Brown, but you know who he looks like? I can't remember the actor's name to save my life. Lonzo's, I believe. You know that movie Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Why do fools
Yes,
fall in
yes.
love? He looks like him. Oh, like that's
I'm trying to
immediately
think
who I saw. I
now.
can't remember what the actor's name is, and I don't want to like go look it up, but he looks just like that actor. Yeah.
Look, I'm all about I'm just like, WNBA, NBA, NBA babies in the future. Like
Yep.
I'm sure Michelle looked at him and said, "You're six." I didn't even know he was 6'8". Now it makes sense. It's like you're 6'8". I'm like, this is basketball right here. This is money. Cha-ching, like our babies, this beautiful the beautiful construct of this. I mean, that's just how we roll, right? We just think about our future babies,
Yes. But
right?
I nailed it. Lorenz Tate. Yes, that is the actor.
First of
Literally.
all, I had such a big crush on Lawrence Tate when I was younger. Like when I mean younger, I meant like 7th grade. That was
How old is
that was the
he?
height of his career. He's in his 40s. He's like, I don't know. I would think he's like maybe 45,
Really?
maybe.
Is that too old for me?
Maybe. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Maybe I'll be in
No.
those hands.
Um, why are we saying Nate looks like Chris Brown? I do, well, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna give you just a little Chris Brown. Just a tad bit. I wasn't digging the cross earrings.
I wasn't
Like
either.
it's just like he's just so he's pretty. He's so pretty. He's
He's
beautiful. It's like
it's very much light skin vibes with the earring. Like, and then I went to his Instagram. He definitely does give light skin vibes. It's fine though. Like,
oh, get the
it's
hell out of
okay.
here. Okay, so Ina says that his birthday was like the day before mine. So let me
I
tell
hope
you a
he's
little
not
bit
like
about Libra men.
21.
Like Ina, no. Like I'm a Libra woman, but I do not condone Libra men. I'm so sorry. If you're a Libra man, like watching this, oh shit. Now you just told me everything I need to know. Michelle, run for the hills. I don't know. I'm going to have to
Libra
do
men
some deep
are the
research.
worst. They're a very close second behind Gemini men, but
How about Cancer men? I don't know.
yeah, Cancer men, that's true. Men,
Yes,
I mean,
exactly, Diamond, exactly. Libra men are like I dated a Libra man. No, like I mean, I know I'm kind of like part hoe. I don't know, but if you're a man and you're a Libra, I think you might be full hoe. I don't know. I
think
don't know how.
it's a fact. It was written.
Wait.
So
Actually, I think Lorenz Tate is a Libra. I got to think about this. Maybe I
I
just
think
made
she's
this up.
talking about Lorenz Tate. She's not. I don't think she's talking about. I don't know.
Wait a minute. No, Lorenz. Wait.
Yeah, she's not
Yes,
talking
I
about.
know. Tell me because I was like, wait, I think Lawrence Tate is a Libra because I remember Lawrence Tate being a Libra. But you gotta tell me if Nate is a Libra because if Nate's a Libra, we're gonna have to figure this out. You know what? By the next episode, I promise you, I will figure out all of the astrological signs of these men so we can kind of figure out
Their
what
signs,
mixes and
just to
matches.
figure out their sun signs, their moon signs, their rising, their, what they eat for breakfast.
Absolutely.
Jess is the FBI.
Absolutely. Wait, someone said yes. Lorenz is a Libra. Someone says nah. Nate isn't. He's a Virgo. Wait.
Love a Virgo man. I love
It's
a Virgo. Yeah, you guys, let's send a prayer up that he is not F1 so that I can be in those DMs like nobody's business. That's the main
she's
thing.
really all about Michelle not having Nate. No, I can't
I'm
see you
about
with
it.
a Nate. I can't see you with a Nate, Kemi. I
You know
really
what?
cannot.
We would have to archive this episode so I don't look too thirsty on the internet before I slid into the DMs because,
Can someone please tell me in the comments if you feel like Kemi would be a good match for someone like, say, a Nate? No, I don't think so. I
he
don't
might be too
know.
high energy for me, honestly. He seems a little
Ugh.
life of the party-ish, which is not my type. So, who knows?
So I see on the chats, Christina says, I've only seen a couple of seasons of Bachelorette. I wanted to watch this one, but I got spoiled on Twitter by, I'm assuming you're thinking Nate. Is it even worth watching? Look, even if you are spoiled by the ending, and I feel like are these spoils accurate? I don't know.
I'm not sure if the rumors are true. I don't know what the rumors
So there
are.
have been spoils of The Bachelorette. I'm gonna choose to avoid that.
Yes.
I really love to see just the transition, not the transition, the whole story.
Yes. I agree.
You know what I mean?
So let's move like these spoilers don't exist because they don't exist. This is happening in real time. This is the Bachelor Big Brother edition. We basically have live feeds. So there's no spoiling to be done.
That I agree with that. Let's talk about some of the more memorable people who, aside from Nate, obviously a lot of people think Nate is a front runner. Nate would be the man. Like Nate is but he didn't get the first rose.
He did.
He
got
did
the first
not.
impression rose.
He did not get the first. Wait, he didn't get did he get the first impression rose?
He got the first impression rose. He got the first kiss. And he got the first
fuck. You know who I was thinking of about him getting
Mr. Coleman. Mr. Coleman, who was ghosting women and then showing up on their season. Him. He needs to go. Because here's the thing. Michelle handled that a lot differently than I would have. And Jessica knows my temperament. I cannot handle several things. First of all, I would not be able to handle being ghosted and then having that person in my presence publicly. Like I wouldn't know how to act because I feel like ghosting someone is like the biggest disrespect, like the biggest form of disrespect, no matter what's going on. Like you're a big boy. Like I don't care what's going on in your life. Like if you're it's different if like he just didn't respond at all. But like if it's communicative enough for it to be considered ghosting, no. Nope.
Look, I think if anybody follows me on social media or Twitter for that matter, as soon as I saw Joe and as soon as I heard, okay, let's really think about this as women. And I'm sorry for any men that might be on this chat, but I just want for us women to think about this. If you slid into a man's DMs,
which takes a lot of courage to begin with.
For a woman, it's just kind of like, no, we are socially constructed to think men should be chasing us, right? So even if we were to chase after a man, that takes a lot of courage, right? That takes a lot from us.
And not to interrupt you, not only does it take a lot of courage, but I've slid into a DM before and it doesn't even just take courage. You have to like be very conscious of what you're saying. Like Jess knows who I slid into their DMs, and I messaged her so many times like, okay, so do I put the sentence ending punctuation and then the emoji, or no punctuation at all? Make it a
Serious.
little bit more casual. Okay, should I put an LOL? Like,
Legit.
like, girl, like this was like a week long discussion of how we're. And if I got ghosted after that, no. There's if I were to get ghosted after that, I would. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to contact Jason Bourne. You're going down. Like, there's absolutely no fucking way that
Yeah.
you're surviving this. You're gonna have to die. Like,
Okay. But let's think about this. I understand Ina's point. She says, I agree. Ghosting is trash, but that has to do with mental health. Yes, I can see that aspect. I can see the aspect of, okay, he ghosted me. He had issues. I get it. Blah, blah, blah. But riddle me this. Why the hell did he come onto this girl's season and not have a damn excuse, was not prepared, said he was not prepared to answer why the hell he ghosted her in the first place? Like,
no, why did he even show up for the season period? Because if you saw that she was going to be the Bachelorette, then you're here like, okay, I know who this woman is. I'm gonna go
exactly.
pursue this woman that I've previously contacted, but I
Word.
didn't even, when I'm now better in a better mental state, I didn't even rectify what I did, even though I know, let's say that you even forgot about her. You now know that you're actively going to be pursuing this same woman, and
Exactly.
you didn't even send a courtesy DM to be like, by the way, my bad. I mean, I understand mental health and all that. Like, I get it. But being on the receiving end of that, I would not be able to deal with. There's no way that he would have made it past night one if it was me. Like, there's no way. But he was very cute. He's
I
very
will
cute.
say, gracious is the woman, aka Michelle, for even letting him pass another round.
Yeah.
I really didn't think she was going to do it.
I
I
didn't think
thought
so
she
either.
was going to cut him. I thought for sure, like she said, I need to protect my heart. She saw the red flags. You see, obviously sometimes we see red flags and we're like, no. And then other times we see red flags and we're just hoping, we're really
You're
hoping
like, oh, I could use a little drama in
that's
my
not the
life
case.
right now.
Yeah, well, you saw this, you actually saw both of these experiences in the same episode because let's talk about Mr. Ice Cream Truck. Mr. Ice Cream Truck, I want to give you some ice cream. Forget about, what I'm doing in meantime, like writing notes, like super stalker you about it. Um, Mr. Ryan, right? She saw those red flags. She cut him real quick. And she was just like, okay, cut, 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 cut. But are you cutting him because you really didn't have any ties to him? You didn't feel the attraction. You weren't feeling it. So you saw the red flags. I'm gonna choose to um in her mind, I feel like she said, I see red flags. I'm choosing to see these red flags and trust these red flags and say, peace out, you need to go, versus Joe, who is like, I see these red flags. There's red flags everywhere on Joe. And she's like, I'm going to keep you.
Even his sinister smile, like, it's very much giving, like, so. But I agree with you, Jess. I feel, look at me agreeing with you.
Look at
Um,
you. Look at
I
you
just
agreeing with me.
I feel like, and you guys feel free to disagree with me. I think a lot of times, especially when you're in The Bachelor, when you're a lead, like, you kind of have this luxury for sure. But like, even just dating wise, especially men, but women as well, kind of have this idea of what they want their partner to look like.
Absolutely.
Then, they'll fill in the necessary gaps, there. Now, if Michelle's type, as we see it is is tall, light skin with a nice smile, then the behavior that she's going to be accepting from Joe, she's probably not going to accept from a short white guy like Ryan, you know, like, because that doesn't fit into like her tall, light skin, like man that she sees herself with when she has, like, to me, if I'm Michelle and that's my type, I have a field of my types just waiting for me to like show me how amazing they are. And then I have the exact opposite of my type showing me that he's a fuckboy already. Like, I don't need to deal with this. Like, thank you for making it easy for me to say, oh no, I think Jess left. But yeah, thank you for making it easy on me to like be able to send you home. I don't know where Jess went, but I guess I'm just gonna ramble on for a little bit. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I think a lot of women are like that. I think that especially when you,
I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I legit like closed. I closed something and it.
Girl, no problem.
Unfortunately, closed it. Go for it.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, you know, you have this mold of who you want, and like when you really like someone or like when you see yourself with someone, it's easier to kind of excuse like little tiny things. Which I don't think this is a tiny thing, but I think it's worth for her. It's worth exploring. If it was me, the tall, light skin wouldn't have gotten away with it because that's not my type. So yeah. Now, if he had a gigantic back, I don't know. I might have been powerless to say no. So,
you know what? Well, here's the thing. Like, okay, so from someone like I know, I just said ice cream dude. Okay. We're calling him ice cream dude now. Ryan. His name is Ryan. His name is Ryan. My first impression was, damn, he has a big ass head. His babies are gonna tear her apart. Fair game. I mean, as a woman, I didn't think about it that way, but now that you said it, I'm like, shit, maybe someone else did think of it this way. AJ said, people said Joe was giving Nate from Insecure during his ghosting therapy scene, and I agree. If anybody has watched, and if you have not, Insecure is an amazing show for you to watch. It's in its last season. It's coming up soon. Their last final season is coming up. I forget when, in the next couple weeks, maybe?
Yeah, a few weeks.
In the next few weeks or something. But yes, totally. So do we give Joe the okay in the, like, let's not look at the red flags. Let's say he said he's gone to, because he did. He said he went to therapy. He said there was a lot of things going on. And I love how Michelle confronted him and said, yeah, because like, okay, let's think about where they are, right? They're both from Minnesota. This is George Floyd, like really in the moment. Like George Floyd was from Minnesota, all of the riots and the things that were happening, or you know, the protests. I'm sorry for calling them riots, but the protests were in Minnesota. Being a Black man at this time, during that time where he was sliding through DMs talking, was probably a very rough time. So I don't want to like, you know, I don't definitely want to say that he was just BSing, but at the same time, Michelle put up a great point. She's also a Black woman at this time. And if anybody would understand what you were going through, talk to her and let her know. Why just ghost? Why?
I also feel like, why would you start something just to not finish it, and just to try to finish it when like when other opportunities are attached to it. That's the problem that I would have. I think Bachelor Nation is like the #1 franchise where you do have to be kind of super cautious of the people around you, like for the right reasons aspect of it. Like that's like the #1 franchise for that. So I would be super cautious if I were her. That's why, to me, it wouldn't faze me sending him home, because it's like, again, there are at least 6 other tall light skins that I can talk to. And Nate came in here perfect. Babatunde just ready to like make some jollof rice,
Oof.
and
Oof.
he has no flaws
Oof.
aside from that dangly earring, from what I can see, which we can just take that.
That right there would have I'm not even gonna lie. That earring right there, quick to just drop him off. I was like, he's absolutely perfect, but that dangly earring, that little
And
dangly
it
cross
catches your eye
earring
too. It's like, oh, okay. Oh,
is it's but like for women, it's kind of like you had to see past the style. You had to see past that because that you can actually
you
work
can
with.
change that. That's
You can
easy.
totally change that. I've been married. I've been married for 5. I've been with my man for almost 11 years. I know that style can be changed.
I'm sorry.
That's
Is this a joke? Not light
what.
skins being the kryptonite. Girl, we gotta leave that back in like 2008 or something. Like I personally had
How?
my like skin phase,
However,
but
she did say that earring is too metro. See, this is the issue that we have as women. It's like where is the line? Where is the line?
I just don't think
Is
it's
the earring?
necessary.
Wait, let's get off the subject really quick because I have a question for you, Kemi, and for those who are in the chat. This metrosexual topic, because I had this with my brother who took me out tonight for drinks, which is why I'm a little like extra tonight. But he said metrosexual Puerto Rican men tend to thread their eyebrows. That's why you see like all these like perfected eyebrows. Metrosexual or not? Like, is that too much? Like how Ina says that earring is too metrosexual. I had to tell you though that Nate also had the most perfect eyebrows. So now you're looking at metrosexual, like the earring, the threaded eyebrows, too metrosexual or not?
Well, Jess, we had a very heated argument about 2 weeks ago about, I don't want to get canceled or anything, but like about Latin men and their expression, like being more towards metrosexual than some other groups. We had this discussion and you chewed my ass out. So I don't want to talk about this, but
And here I am not was I drunk when I had this conversation with you, Kemi?
no,
I
you
don't
weren't.
know. Can someone give me a drink? I don't know.
No need to
Kemi's
revisit. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't mind a little bit of upkeep. I like upkeep. I like guys who get like manicures, pedicures. I love that. Like, keep yourself clean. You don't need the clear coat. The clear coat might not be necessary, but get your feet washed. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. The earring, though, I just feel like, not even it being like metrosexual or anything, I just feel like it's a poor fashion statement. Like, what are you, like, you're
So it's
clearly
not,
trying.
you're just not the right type of metrosexual. You were
I
not
mean,
keeping with the times.
I feel like it's one of those things where like you looked in the mirror and you were like, remember back in like
I
2007 when
cannot.
people would be like swag? Like, I feel like you put that earring in and you were like swag. And that's not like, it's not giving what you think. It's not giving what you think it's giving. I have to be honest with you. Exactly.
He was giving me Bad Bunny, but I love Bad Bunny. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Christina said tight clothing and removing all hair. Now, the tight shirts, I don't mind. The tight jeans, man. Like, if we're both jumping to squish our asses into these jeans, I just don't know if that's necessary. You need room to breathe. Like, I
I
don't
can't.
think it's necessary. And
This
then
is
as
just
far as like,
unnecessary.
as far as removing all hair goes, like I am definitely part of the unpopular opinion with this. I don't mind someone being hairless, especially from the waist to the upper thigh. I don't mind that. I prefer that. But like if you're getting rid of like armpit hair and stuff, I feel like that's a little bit weird. But a nice trim doesn't hurt anyone. Keep it clean, you know.
I say yes. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. It is like at least Nate's beard connects. Joe was giving receding hairline. I was not prepared for that.
I
I
have to go back and look at Nick. I have to go back and look at Joe's hairline. Oh no. Oh
How
no.
did we? How did you and I not see that? I feel like that would be something that Kemi and I would totally pick up on.
I
That's something that we missed. Were we drinking? What was happening?
you know, Joe very much looks like kind of like a news anchor. Like he looks very like photogenic. He looks very photogenic. Whereas like
I agree with
Nate,
that.
yeah, Nate doesn't look so much photogenic. He looks just like fine as hell. So yeah, those things.
Yeah. I totally see that. I definitely see that. Let's go through. Okay, so obviously, we saw Nate is like front runner here because that's all we've talked about for the past 41 minutes. Horrible.
Ready.
Let's talk. Well, let's talk about the drama for the night, obviously, which was Mr. Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man Ryan and his book. And I'm gonna call it his burn book. I'm gonna call it the burn book because it was just too funny. First of all,
Bachelorette was spelled incorrectly on it.
let's talk about, first of all, how I live for Tasha. I know a lot of people, and those in the chat, please feel free to disagree if you feel like disagreeing with me in this particular subject about how wrong it was for Tasha and Caitlyn to be ransacking men's rooms. It like in the first, like this has never happened in Bachelorette history where people are just going into rooms and looking through their stuff. How
Who
did you feel
cares?
about this?
Who gives a fuck? You know why? I distinctly remember packing a thong bikini to go on the secondary survivor. And when I opened up my suitcase on night one, it was nowhere to be found. So listen, they go through people's stuff like nobody's business just because they happen to do it on camera and they use, you know, Caitlyn and Tasha as their vehicle to do so. It doesn't change the fact that they went through his stuff and saw it anyways. They just happened to be like, oh, this would look good to, you know, expose him. Let's have beautiful ass Tasha and the Canadian Caitlyn, you know, let's have them do it on screen. Because you guys are crazy if you think that production didn't turn these people's stuff inside out, front and back. Like, that 100% happens. Now, I snuck something into the house, and then, like a dumbass, I was like looking at it, I think like 3 weeks in, and then I got it confiscated. It was a little note to myself saying that I should stop overeating if I'm stressed. But, like,
Oh.
I know, I put it in a pocket of one of my jeans. Anyways, but like they go through your suitcases like nobody's business. So just because they had Tasha and Caitlyn do it on camera, I don't give a shit. Like it shouldn't have been there to begin with, and they would have found it. Like what if it was like a pocket knife? Are they like, would everyone feel bad then? No. People just feel bad because he's getting exposed. Nope, sorry, I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I'd agree with Kemi. I think that in these situations, especially with COVID, especially with what needs to be worn on screen, like they are very meticulous in production. Let's get this straight. This was definitely a plant, an implant. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. This man obviously got through. They're like, this is let's talk about this. First of all, this guy Ryan is who he says he is. He is kind of off.
He's chaotic. His
Okay.
personality is
If
definitely
anybody
chaotic.
watches, I want to share something with you all. I want to share something with you all because I thought this was really funny. It's what you sent me, Kemi. It's from Reality Steve. For those of y'all, this isn't like a big spoiler, but it's just kind of showing you where people's heads are at um when coming into the house. This was actually about Ryan. This was a conversation that Reality Steve had with Ryan's ex-girlfriend, someone obviously who he has been with. And I'm going to show this text to you. Let's put this to the side. Perfect. Okay, so no, taking it down now, LOL. I can say with certainty he typed out all of those notes. He's crazy about his Google Docs. He would take trips and he would make 12 pages of where to go and at what time. He also had a doc of info about me, like my favorite types of my favorite things, and also adds to his relationship docs every time he gets out of a relationship so he knows what to work on before the next person he dates. In fact, some of what they read in that section was advice I gave him. You can't make this stuff up. Like, this is a total type A personality. He was totally lying. He was lying to Michelle. You could tell he was lying to Michelle. I don't know where that came from. This was all of my friends putting this document together for me. This is so odd.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely like for him to put in there that like ways to get a good edit and like who to emulate from the show and then show like for him to the top name being Jason Tartick. Now, this is why the Jason Tartick thing kind of hit home for me. Colton or Becca's season was the first season that I ever watched. That was the first Bachelor season that I ever watched, Bachelorette season that I ever watched. And I loved Jason. Like, Jason was by far my favorite. He might still be like, he's easily top 5, maybe even top 3 Bachelorette contestants for me. He's just so nice, so likable, and like just an easy, like on paper personality wise, will be like most women's type, like laid back, very giving and really like that whole thing. So like for him to have bullet points on how to act like another person, like that's just fucking weird. Like, dude, like what the fuck? Like and like that just shows, along with like the whole like how to get a good edit thing, like you're here for the wrong reasons. Like that's the way that I would read it. Like you're trying to look good for TV instead of trying to see if we have a connection. Like fuck looking good for Michelle, like trying to see if you and Michelle even have a connection. So it's just weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I just binge watched the first 4 episodes of You. Watch it on Netflix for
Girl,
real.
I've
But
seen it.
this was a real life You situation of just like how to it's just so creepy. So creepy of how to get into someone's pants, like how to get into like when you have the I don't know, when you have the sauce, you have the recipe to be able to have everybody fall in love with you. By the way, check Brendan's from Bachelor in Paradise. His Instagram is now at 230 something likes, a little bit lower than, than the last time I checked him. But this is what I'm talking about. You are performative. This is the shit that I hate. This is reality television. Reality television means that I show you me. This is me. You like me, you hate me, I'm me. You like me because you ain't me. You hate me because you ain't me. Whatever it is, but I'm not like trying to go through a formula of what people like and dislike and be exactly that so that you can love me. That's creepy.
I think it's
That's
also like
insanely creepy.
you trying to be like someone else means that like Jason was fine to begin with. So it's more so like, let's find more Jasons and less people who are trying to be like Jason. You know what I mean? Like, you should try to be like your own person so other people can be like, oh, I really liked Ryan, not, oh, I really liked that carbon copy of Jason. Like, it's just fucking weirdo vibes. Like, ew.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to be exactly like something that worked. And what you forget is that it worked because it was that person.
Yeah, it was
Not because it was like what he did. It's because what he did, but because of
was
his person.
authentic.
Exactly. It was the authenticity. The the authenticity. No, sorry. Authenticity.
I was like, am I hearing that wrong?
I'm like, wait, what did I say? See, that's me not trying to be anybody else. I'm like naturally dumb. Like, there's nobody that can be me because this is what I do. I'm just charming dumb. You know, for someone to try to play that, unless you are like the world's best fucking actor, then yo,
And
bitch,
if
be
that's
on
the case, why are
Broadway.
you here? If you're such a good
Exactly.
actor, you need to go to SAG-AFTRA. You need to figure out how to
Thank
get
you.
your Oscar. Like, get off The Bachelor and
Oh.
get on the big screen. Like,
Not
no.
to say anything, but I'm SAG-AFTRA. That you don't need to be like all that. But you should be on Broadway. That's for sure. And we know a few people
Yeah,
that are on Broadway. I'm not going to mention them, but
I
they
don't know
are
anyone.
performance. It
And
is a
performative. But we'll move on from that one.
performative. So we know that. Yes. So we'll just stay at that. You didn't have to do all that, Ryan Boo Boo. You did not have to. Like I said on my Twitter, like red flags for a man in an ice cream truck who's asking you if you want ice cream without you having to pay for it. Those are red flags.
Listen,
He will abduct you.
it's always the men in the checkered shirts with the jeans. We've seen it before. It's always the men in the checkered shirt with the jeans in their intro package. You know exactly. You don't even need to. Yes, you know exactly what it is. Jess. The
Uh,
southern gentlemen's in their checkered shirts, their checkered button downs with the jeans. They're always the ones causing the problems. I'm just saying. Sometimes they go home night one. Sometimes they win $500,000 and then turn around and do what with it? I mean,
I
all I know
honestly
is
do not
the
know.
behavior, noticing the trends, you know. Oh, he was from
True.
California. I am, my bad. He's not even a Southern gentleman. Damn, yeah. That probably would have made him more charming or something if he had a little twang, but nope. Oh my God, he was. I think he said he grew up on a raisin farm. I was like, oh, like to me, I was like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. I didn't know that raisins had farms, and then that got cut short. But yeah, at least we learned that raisins have farms because I didn't know.
That is also true. So, okay. So, at the end of well, obviously, a lot of the drama that happened between, like, in Michelle's season, or this first episode, rather, was very much about Nate, and she got rid of Nate, and then debating on Joe, and she kept Joe. It looks like
I get it.
it looks like from the spoilers from next episode and the whole season, it looks like Joe stays for a while.
Yeah. I saw him on one of those like adrenaline junkie dates with her. I think they went skydiving or bungee, one of those things where it's like it doesn't really make sense for it to be a date, but it's a date and it's, one of those
Okay.
So we'll see a lot more of Joe. I don't mind it. You know, if that's what my girl wants, then that's what my girl wants. So it is
You
what it is.
know, I agree. I agree. Like she's the one who is dating these people. But I was also looking online to see. So a current or a former Big Brother contestant was actually rooting for someone who is currently on this Bachelor season. And
Oh,
I was trying to figure out who he was because I
wait,
don't remember him.
who's the former Big Brother contestant?
The former Big Brother contestant is this past 23 season, Miss Whitney. Whitney,
Okay.
who was a
Really picky.
pre-juror. She's pre-juror, part of Big Brother 23. I'm going to show you a picture of the man that she was rooting for. So I'm assuming she knows him somehow or she's cool with him.
Let's
I don't know. But tell me how you feel about this. Y'all, I want you in the chats to tell me how you feel about this because it's this man in question. Wait, hold on. Let me get the things right here. And I'm going to show you his bachelor picture. That's his bachelor picture. Does anybody remember him?
remember him. Oh, you mean
Does
like from
anybody
like
remember this man?
I've never seen this face before in my life.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is his bachelor profile picture, his bachelor picture. This is his Instagram picture. Tell me this is the same effing man. Is this the same man?
I mean, a beard is a man's makeup, so
Who
maybe. I
is
don't know.
Are we talking about the same man? Is this Mr. He looks like a Tyler wannabe.
He does look like he does have like the same attached earlobes. It's true.
I was like, who is this person? Who is this man? And is this
Oh,
man
that's a nice picture of him.
a beautiful picture? But is he this man?
But you know what? Headshots do people dirty, Jess. You know that's true. My
That's
headshot,
true. No,
my
your headshot was beautiful. Stop.
the
Stop,
yellow
Kemi.
wait, the yellow top one was
You were
better.
stunning. You
The
were
yellow top one was
stunning.
better. The one in the red, I almost sued them. I
No,
almost sued
first of all,
them.
you were fine. Like quarantine 17. Okay, he said quarantine 17. I know, stop making me laugh. That photo is aging him like 10 years. I
Yeah,
agree, Caitlin. Like, that's not him. That's my thought
he
process the
definitely looks
whole
like he
way
was
through.
cast on like some sitcom in like the 90s or something. Yep.
No, I cannot. Like,
Yes, I know.
that
The
was
attached
horrible.
earlobes. You don't see attached earlobes that often. So they, you know.
You know what, AJ? He's still not cute. I would beg to differ. If I was to look at some of those IG photos, I was
You would
like,
slide you would
dude,
slide into those DMs, Jess?
I mean, I'm not really into that type of man, but had I been, he's not a horrible looking man. I would not slide into the biopic,
I
obviously.
think his Instagram pics make him look like he was meant to be cast for JoJo's season. He definitely
No.
has that look, that Corey Brooks sort of look, tall, like swimmer's body sort of look.
I cannot. AJ.
Now you see, if I comment on this, then people are going to start saying that I'm negative. So I'm just going to leave that one alone.
I
don't disagree.
I can't. I'm just dying. I can't. I'm too drunk for this. I can't. I just need
What did you
some.
say, Jess? You said
I
that
don't know
you
what I
looked like
said.
you would be Chris Harrison's favorite.
Oh,
I don't know.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm posting all this just because I'm laughing because I looked at it and I was just dying. I like, who is this person? Did he get a rose? That's a good question, Bibin.
Was he
I
even
have no
on the
idea.
show? Like, I've never seen him before in my life. Was he the one? Wait a minute. Was he the one that was the table underneath the little like hotel thing?
No.
Because I liked that guy.
No.
That was
Hold
him.
on. What did we say? His name was AJ. He's not even in my notes, yo. He's not even in my notes. I cannot.
I've never
The
seen that man
one
before a day in my life.
we're looking at, let's
Is
see,
half of that cast?
notes.
Is
I
half
even
of the
had
cast
Rodney
good?
that I even had Rodney the Apple man who said he was a Granny Smith, but obviously Michelle checked him into all of the different types of red apples. You know,
Yeah.
like, yo, you
I
said
like
Granny
that.
Smith, but there's like Red Delicious, there was all these types of red apples, but you being in a red apple suit said you were a Granny Smith and that's a green ass apple. Like, girl, you should have cut his ass. Like, wait, did she cut him? I think she did cut him. Did
As
she
she
cut his
should have.
ass? I
Oh,
mean,
wait.
I would have.
Yeah. You know what? I
The
feel like
red Granny Smith. Yes, the red Granny Smith. And he almost had me believing his ass because I forgot that Granny Smiths were green and they were not red. And I don't like red apples because red apples, some of them it tastes like really grainy. But
that whole segment, and then you just dedicating all this time to something that I'm allergic to, just proves to me that our friendship isn't where I thought it was. Like,
first of all, you are not allergic to apples. Suck it.
wait, yes, I am. What? Yes, I am. Here we go. You guys, please get her. Here we go again.
You told me. Wait.
What did I tell you? I told you that there's no reason that anyone would need to lie about being allergic to something that doesn't sneak up on them. Like, it's not like imagine saying that like I'm allergic to like cucumbers.
Oh,
Again,
I thought you said I thought you said you were never allergic to apples. That's what I thought you said. That you were
no,
never allergic.
I have been allergic to apples my entire life. Like, and honestly, it's a pretty common allergy. Like, I know like 3 other people who are also allergic to apples. Like, it's not like,
really.
yeah, it's like a thing. And like, here we go. You guys see, Jess and I
See,
are
even me. Look, I do not
like
ever say anything with certainty because I forget absolutely everything. But going at this, who are your favorites? Kemi, go. And everybody who's in the comments, please tell us who is your favorite.
I love Nate, obviously. Like, Nate is my favorite. I think he has good vibes. He's very tall. He's handsome. He's from Canada. He seems nice, probably because he's from Canada. And yeah, he just overall like had a great connection with Michelle, lots of great eye contact. I think that he seems very genuine. I don't particularly understand why Clayton is there. I'm not sure if he was specifically cast knowing that he was going to be the next Bachelor, since we all know that at this point. But being cast as a love interest for Michelle, I'm confused. Doesn't really make sense to me. If her type is tall, light-skinned man, why are we getting the Southern white guy yet again? And like, for him to be the next Bachelor, it's like, how many of these small town white guys are we gonna have? Like, how
Absolutely.
many of these small town, Like, I am tired. I'm not going to watch that season because I already know how it's going to end. There's going to be some petite blonde that he ends up with. She might have green eyes. You never know. Might switch it up on us. Might have green eyes instead of blue.
I agree.
Definitely a petite blonde, though. I'm bored. So, but yeah, in short, my favorite is Nate. And I'm questioning what Clayton's even there for. I don't know.
That's very interesting. I also am thinking about that. I was actually for those who are not into spoilers, we are very sorry for even spoiling that for you without
Is it spoiled? It was news. He did Good Morning
was
America.
it?
Yeah, he did Good Morning America. That's not a spoiler.
Well, he did already? I don't even
Yeah,
remember him
already
doing Good Morning America.
before Michelle's premiere, they had him on Good Morning America with him and the new host, who is literally his twin. Which the new host is more attractive than Clayton is, so they might have made a mistake. But I think the new host is a former Bachelor as well. There's a lot going on in Bachelor Nation right now. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I honestly did not think that. Well, you know what? I mean, either way, yeah, I was not expecting them to announce that so soon, especially before the episode even aired, because that's not typically something that Bachelor does. Usually wait. That
It's
seems
also
really fucked,
unnecessary.
don't you
Like,
think?
I mean, it's just weird that like they're spoiling that someone who's a contestant does not win and therefore is the Bachelor, even though I mean, you can look at him and see that Michelle's not. Like, I mean, like that's not. It's not surprising anyone that he's not her F1. I mean, but like Ina said that he was cast for diversity. Here's my thing. I know that they have to have a bunch of different types of like, they have to have like diversity, ethnicity wise, but then also like they have to have some people who are going to be funny. They have to have some people who are going to bring like, torrid stories of their past. They have to have some people who are going to be interesting, some people who are going to be like stupid enough to be manipulated by production. Like, they have to have all that. I would just hope that like, let's say that I was the lead and I'm like, okay, my type is like a tall British brown skin with a like athletic, gigantic, huge, muscular back. Now, knowing that you have to cast a few white guys, like maybe throw in that like John Stamos type of look. Like maybe not the Southern All-American Colton type of look. No,
Yeah.
because there is an equal chance, maybe not equal, but there's a much higher chance of me picking the John Stamos Italian looking guy, Greek, whatever. Sorry, Greek or that Mediterranean look. There's a bigger chance of me picking that than there is fucking Colton, the all American. Like that will literally never
You called
happen.
him Colton, but you said Clayton, right? Or you meant Clayton, or you said Colton?
Girl, same thing. Like interchangeable. Like no difference. So
Yo, like
exactly.
seriously,
Period.
share this. Like for those, like I feel like this. I mean, obviously, we do not have Hannah today because Hannah is traveling all of Tennessee. Hopefully next week we will have all three of us together, which is
Yeah.
the original three that we started with: Kemi, myself, Hannah Claire, and we will be recapping The Bachelorette. But please share this. If you haven't liked it, like it, comment, help us with the algorithm. Share this with people that like watch The Bachelorette the way that we watch The Bachelorette and criticize it and are just like all over it, because I feel like not many podcasts are the way that we are, with being so overly critical. And let's be real, we're very diverse in the way that we think. Kemi thinks differently, Hannah thinks differently, I think differently. And I think that's something that is missing from a Bachelorette recap on a, specifically when you can go on these chats and talk specifically about being spicy white, about thinking about this is being done because specifically diversity. This is like, we are really kind of breaking down the aspects here, even though we love this show and we love like what everybody else loves, which is the cheesiness.
And I think also like the fact that Jess was on a TV show before herself.
As was Kemi.
I was an innocent bystander. I was a bystander. I was a victim.
She was
honestly.
She was a victim of a TV show. Yeah, that I will agree with that.
But we're not actually in Bachelor Nation. We can talk as much shit about production as we want because
absolutely
we're not on contract and we won't get in trouble.
There's no reason. Yeah.
And from what I understand, those Bachelor contracts last quite a while.
Exactly. And if you're like Beyonce, like, yes, they're so interchangeable. If you as well did not notice that Kemi switched up Clayton versus Colton, then this is the right podcast for you. This is the right podcast, and you should be sharing this with people that would do the same exact thing.
I'm honestly just so bored of like the small town guy lead. Like, I'm just so tired of it. Like, I enjoyed Ben Higgins' season very much. I really liked Ben Higgins' season. Outside of that, Colton, I already know what to expect from Clayton. What's that guy, Chris Soules? The most interesting thing about Chris Soules is the fact that, one, he owns a farm, and two, he dated Victoria Fuller. Because one thing about Victoria Fuller, the girl has personality. So for her to be dating him, like, it just, I'm sick of it. Like, why couldn't we get the pizzapreneur as the next Bachelor? Why not? I mean, obviously he's Bachelor in Paradise material, but like, yeah.
I agree. Kemi, I'm sorry. I don't know who Chris G is.
Yeah, which one's Chris G?
Your thoughts on Chris G? I'm gonna look because in my notes I have no Chris G on here. I have Romeo. Yeah, I have Romeo. I had that he spoke French to her. I didn't like it, to be quite honest. I thought it was a little cheesy. I have Clayton, having her
wait a minute.
I have.
I'm sorry, but it was a little bit too much for me. I don't know if he was giving 8 Mile or like, I don't know. It was very, he was coming in hot, and I did not like that. Like, it was.
She said it too. She said, "Do it from Nova Scotia with the black."
Yes, exactly. It was too much. I don't want to be that person, but
I'm dying.
Jess knows exactly how I feel about. No, Jess knows exactly how I feel about this. There is a specific breed of white guys who, when they interact with black people, they just like, they switch it up. And it's uncomfortable for me in particular, because I don't play into that. I freeze. I am so taken aback by it that I just don't know how to, like, I don't know how to move forward. Like, I turn into like a robot. It happened to me night 1 of the show that Jess was on. I immediately was just stunned.
Who she was also on. I just want to say, the show I was on was also the show she was
stunned and like puzzled and like.
We're on 2 different shows.
It's not that I don't know how to interact with it. It's the fact that I don't want to. And it's like, now, like, how it's just too much. And then he was also the one wasn't he the one who was wearing the suit with like shorts or something? Was that
It
him?
was
There's so much going on. Did he get cut? I hope so. I hope he got cut. Canada
Oh
needs him back.
my God.
Canada
I'm
needs him back.
sorry. Yo, BB, this is a good question. I have no idea.
First of all, I didn't even know Nova Scotia was a real thing. I know I heard it in like the Mary Poppins like books or shows or whatever she had. I did not know.
Some of our Big Brother Canadians from Nova Scotia.
Had
One
no clue. I
who
thought they were
was
from Toronto, Montreal, or what's the other one all the way on the left? The I don't know. Not that though. I'd never thought that. He got a
apparently
rose.
he got a rose. I mean, come on. But okay.
I'm gonna have to talk to Michelle because
I know it's real. Like obviously I don't know how he didn't end up in my notes. I honestly don't. I had Will with his broken ass like Spanish and the LT, the yoga guru who came up in his speedos. If anybody remembers that, I don't know.
he had nice
Rodney
thighs.
the Apple Man, he did. We had Peter. Now, Peter, the pizzapreneur, that man gave me hardcore Italian, like New York vibes. I wasn't having it. I would have cut him off real quick. I was like, move.
I liked him. He brought like I've had a cannoli before, so I don't like them. There's too much filling. Like they just don't make sense.
I love
to me.
cannoli.
Really? It's just too much. Like it's literally like you're like what's the point of the hard shell on the outside when like there's so much filling on the inside? I don't like that. No. Pick a struggle.
Let's say I don't remember. Sorry, I do not remember who Edward was. Edward was cute. Not going to stop saying it until someone agrees. Can anybody agree with that? I don't have an Edward in my damn notes. So my favorites, I'm gonna put them down right now. Was Jamie, Nate, Martin, Spencer, and Jeremy.
Let me see who Edward is.
Obviously, it is way too early. As it's like, the first couple of episodes, it takes a while for you to acclimate to these men because you don't know who's leaving, who's coming, who's going, and all that good stuff. However, while Kemi tries to find Edward, and she will find Edward.
Don't get my nails. I'm trying to like bite them off, but like
he got cut off. He got cut off. Why are we talking about Edward? I remember him and he was let go.
As he should. Didn't he wear a white suit jacket? Why?
Oh yes.
Why did he make that decision? oh my goodness. Okay, you guys. There was a small thing that I noticed that probably doesn't really matter, but there was one point in the episode where all the guys were sitting around the couch and the guys who were on the right facing side were all in like blue, very nice, like navy blue or like kind of like a rich blue suits. And then the guys on the left were in the ugly suits. They were in like black. Why are you wearing a black suit? I hate that. Or that damn white suit.
Like they said the person who wore the white suit was Jack. Jack was Russell, like the dog. Remember, he was the guy in the white suit, and he's like, Jack, my last name's Russell, like Jack Russell.
I'm sorry to Edward. Then I've been talking to a lot of shit. I'm sorry to that man. Then I don't know who Edward is. Then.
And I agree with Ina. Jack looked like the Jack from This Is Us. I totally get. I saw that.
Oh my God, Emilio! I love Emilio.
No, Jack. Like the main guy, the father
Yeah, the
died.
actor. He was in Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
him. I think I would be into. Is he tall?
Yeah, his name's not Emilio. His
Emilio.
name's Milo.
Milo. Yeah,
I was like, Emilio, you made him super Latino. I like what? Who's
my bad.
Emilio? I thought you were
Milo
talking about. I thought you were
Ventimiglia or
talking
something.
about the father after, like the stepfather, like his best friend who like
I
got with.
actually
I was
need to
like,
watch This Is Us. Like everyone tells me how good it is. I just don't feel like crying. Like
yeah, it's hardcore. That show is hardcore. Like I cry every time I watch it. I stopped watching after season 2. I just couldn't. I was like, this is
yeah,
just messing me up. Like I am 40, but I do not look 40, and that's because I do not cry like that.
yeah,
Okay. Like this is not how you get that faith. No,
yeah.
but
I get
I
it.
totally get you. Like, yes, This Is Us is so good. I watch sporadically, but I don't know who some of those people are. For me personally, obviously it's gonna be Nate all the way. I don't know what the spoilers say. I really don't. But regardless of the spoilers, I feel it. I see that aside from that little earring on the side that's hanging, I think that Michelle's gonna tell him, yo, you look like a fucking fool, take that shit off. And he's gonna take it off, and all of a sudden he's gonna shine on screen. That's how I see it. I think he's gonna be
Just
directed,
like Tasha
and he's just
told
gonna take that shit off.
what's his face to shave that mustache during her season. I think you're right. Michelle is gonna tell him to like get rid of it.
Yes, I see Nate, I see Jeremy, I see
No,
Martin, I see Spencer, I see Jamie. Those are the people that I see. Spencer is the one with the basketballs. I don't know if, like, for people who don't know
oh,
who I'm talking about, he's the only one who came out with the 2 basketballs and started bouncing them and throwing them in between his legs, and she was like, yeah, throw them between your legs, do this, that, and that. Like, I feel like they had a good banter together. Spencer, I'm like, and we're still so early on. Jamie was the curly swag dude. I don't personally think he's cute, but she had a liking to him. It caught her eye. It was a guy with the curly hair, swagger. He's a little, and please do not take offense to this, he is a little too feminine for my liking, but like
you telling me
they
not
look
to take
like
offense to it? It's not gonna
it
offend
looked
me.
like they could be it looked like they could be very, very good friends. I didn't feel the connection, but she looked at him and she was like, got a swag. And so I was just like, okay, Jamie then. He was a curly hair, light skinned dude.
Yeah, I
I
liked
like
him.
Jamie. Jamie was a good guy. And anybody
I liked
else,
his
I mean, I had
accent.
to write down. Who?
I liked his accent, Jamie.
Yeah, he was genuinely, I don't know. He was genuinely interested in her, I feel like.
Yeah.
Um Anybody else? Who else of y'all, like, so people are like, I like Jamie. Jamie Jamie looks like a hard 32. I don't know what that means, so I guess he's just like, okay.
Yes, wait. Caitlin Weaver nailed it. Half of this cast was cast for Paradise. I completely agree. 100%. 100%. I think they knew that they were gonna cast Clayton as the Bachelor. And I think that they found like 3 guys who could possibly be like Michelle's like ideal guy, and that's huh. Please don't let it be Nate. I'm joking. But yeah, and we're just gonna have to see how it all shakes out.
Yo, Keontae, really? Why are you putting Kylan out like that? She says, imagine if Kylan went on Bachelorette. First of all, y'all didn't hear this from me because this is a Bachelorette recap, but we'll talk about it. Kylan was actually at my birthday party in Vegas, and I will tell you that if women flock to, I mean, women flock to him like moths to a fire. I was just very, very surprised. Not, I mean, he's a good looking man. Let's not get there, but he's a very
He's a
good looking
cute
man.
guy. Yeah.
He's a very good lad. But as we all know from watching The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, it's like cute can only get you so far. You have to have substance, right? So, and I'm not saying that Kylan doesn't have substance. There is a particular woman for him. I don't think that the women that are in Paradise or a Bachelorette would literally have the time to deal with that. But you know, he has no problems. He literally has no problems on that. It, you know, yeah. Oh, she says I'd want him just for the chaos. I don't think he would give chaos though. Would you think
I
he'd give
think he
chaos?
would
I
be
don't.
like unintentionally chaotic. Like
Yes, he is definitely unintentional chaotic just from like him saying things and then women making it mean something completely
no,
different.
no, 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 no,
But
no, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. Him saying things and not understanding the way it's coming across, and everyone receiving it the same way, and then him like not realizing how he came across. I don't think it's on the receptions end of it. I think it's definitely in the delivery for sure.
Ooh, look at Kemi arguing with me and telling me, no, girl, agree to disagree.
Just
This
like
is
old
why this.
times. Just like old times. It's weird when we agree. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Like,
It is very weird. Like the relationship Kemi and I are definitely not about agreeing. Look, he says, Kylan, exactly, Clemmy, just trying to be nice. I'm always trying to be nice. Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
not.
I do not hide that.
Listen,
And
listen.
BB says Kylan was pretending Kemi.
I
What?
agree. I don't know what you're saying, but I agree. I don't know what you're
He
talking about,
said
but I
what?
wholeheartedly agree.
Well, I will just say this, like Kylan is a catch and a half. Like this man is fine. He's fine to the original eye. Like he's a good looking man. Like when you meet him, might be something different. The views might start to change a little bit. I get it. Isn't that how everybody's view is? But originally,
No,
you look at him. No? Oh
no,
no, definitely. When
no.
so you've never had that with a person where it's like this man is fucking fine as shit, and then he starts talking, and you're like, not as fine as I thought he was.
I share the
That's not.
same viewpoint as you, but I
No.
refuse to agree.
Wow. So not only is this show called Girl Let's Agree to Disagree, we're gonna have to change it like Girl I agree, but I'm gonna disagree with you on this.
Exactly.
Let's
There's
just
no
change
way.
let's just change the show name.
Yes, girl, let's
See,
never agree.
physically, like I know gets it. Physically, he's a 9, but when he talks, I'm like, bruh, 3 energy. And
That's so
I
funny.
understand that. I understand that energy. That's all I'm saying. No, and AJ, I did not say he was that he's ugly in person. I did not say that. I said he was looking, you know what? I'm just saying, Kylan's is a lot cuter than a lot of these mofos, and I'm
Let's
pretty
not
sure
turn
he
this
would probably be
into
top 4.
let's not turn this into a Kylan bashing session because I can go on for date. I'm joking. I just, I do feel like you're right. Sometimes you meet people and it's like, damn. And then they open their mouth and it's like, damn. And
We are
Timothy
not even
Chalamet.
having this kind. Really? You're gonna put these two together? Like seriously?
Wait,
People are gonna take, I don't know.
how
I'm
old
assuming
is
people are
Timothy Chalamet? Isn't he like 21? Like that doesn't
super
even
young. He's so
I can't
young.
even comment on that. Like that is like plus I feel like I don't understand the Timothy Chalamet love. Like, if you're going for that, like, no offense, twink look, I feel like Tom Holland is the better option, in my opinion. I just don't understand the Timothy Chalamet hype. Like, I feel like he's being forced on us. And I feel like, I don't know, like the last time that someone was really forced on us and we really allowed it. Oh, okay. Well,
He's right
but
around your age, Emmy.
he looks like he's 19. But I feel like the last time someone was forced on us, it was Zac Efron, and we as far as like the white boy heartthrob thing, like we willingly allowed that to happen. Like, I will allow Hollywood to force Zac Efron on me. Absolutely. Stop it, Jess. Your mind is going to disgusting places, and I just don't understand why. Stop it.
At least Christina agrees with you.
Yeah, I would choose abstinence and asexuality. So I'm not even joking. I'm dead the fuck ass serious. So, yeah, but that's just me.
I also want to state, because I see the chats, and I also want to state that although this was not an apology because he's never apologized a day in his life, I do want to say that Kyland had said that coming into the house, he realized that it was a lot harder in the house than anyone can imagine, like going in. And so a lot of us, I think, I mean, and I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself. You have these preconceived notions of how people played, and you're like, oh, this person was a joke. This person was this, that, and the other. And then you go into the house and you're like, holy shit, this was a very, very different experience. This was harder than what I imagined. I now feel very bad for saying the things that I've said about other house guests. That's my thought process. But Kylan did also mention that.
You know what I have to say to that, Jess? Just own it.
Agreed.
That's all you have to just own it.
Agreed.
Take a page from Brett Robinson's book. Just own it. Is there something on my face? But yeah.
No, I agree with that. And obviously, this is not a Big Brother chat, so we're not going into it. But it is a Bachelorette chat. And so we're leaving off because we have been here for an hour and 30 minutes, and we appreciate each and every one of you to come in tonight. Know that we are starting to do our Bachelorette recaps every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. That is the designated time for us to be talking about each and every individual episode from Michelle's season. Next week, we are hoping to have Hannah on so we can have all three of us on. Let us know. Oh, wait, first of all, I wanted to see from everybody because I really like this. I
think Jess is frozen.
I saw this. And I was like, this is obviously an old season, a Bachelorette bracket from Life and Style from Katie's season. And I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for us to try and see if all of us wanted to do kind of like a Bachelorette bracket now that the men are kind of condensed, like kind of down, to see who would be closest to that number one mark. So if y'all are interested, I will create a Bachelorette bracket with Michelle's season so that we can all bring it down and write it down. Sorry, not the Wi-Fi. Yes, Keontae, I'm sorry. Our Wi-Fi is not doing the best. I don't know. I have Xfinity. Don't get it.
If you guys are interested in this, when we post this video to YouTube after we finish streaming, just drop a comment in the comment section to let us know if you guys would like that. and we will move forward with doing it before next week's episode.
Yes. And ultimately, they say AJ says Hannah Chada is a big Bachelorette fan. I actually just spoke to her over the phone today. So I'll ask her. I'll ask her if she wants to be like on the show just to recap an episode or two. We could totally
Listen,
have her on.
Hannah has to be like a huge reality TV person, because I just went deep today. I went deep, deep, deep into the like Vanderpump Rules, like following. I only follow Lala from Vanderpump Rules. And I saw that Hannah was following Sheena's new baby. So I'm like, yo, Hannah is like a Vanderpump Rules fan. And if you're a Pump Rules fan, that means you are a reality TV fan.
Yeah.
Just thought that
You
was
know,
cute.
Caitlin, we've talked about this with Busy. Busy wasn't here today, but we do know I probably do need a GoFundMe for my Wi-Fi. Also, just letting you all know, if I mean, besides the GoFundMe, I'm going to Hearts of Reality in December. If any of you all are interested in donating to that cause, let me know. The description in this, it's in the description box. Please donate. I feel really bad. Like I don't post it enough. I only have like $75. I got to make 500.
Post more. Consistency is key, Jess.
I know. It's like I keep on telling people, can you give me $1? $1. $1. Give me two, maybe three. At the most five. But I don't
$1.
know why people don't want to give charity to children. It makes me sad.
Well, just make sure to consistently like plug and like, yeah, drop it into the description box for this.
I do.
And
It's in the description box. Anybody who would like to donate for me, please donate to Hearts of Reality. Give Kids the World. It is going to a great cause. Children with terminal illnesses, you're making dreams come true for them. Seriously. Um, yeah. And the whole Bachelorette little bracket, I'm going to create it for next week. We will have it up for you all so that you can actually, we'll put it on our Twitter. We'll put it on the Twitter so that you can have it and you can follow with us, because I think that would be fun. And it's hard to keep up with these menses. I don't even know half of these men. I just know Nate and Clayton, because
like, that's
obviously
all you need to know. I'm joking.
Nate and Clayton and
Entrepreneur.
the
The
who was
entrepreneur.
it? Who?
The
Brian, who just
pizzapreneur.
left. The pizzapreneur, and Rick, who was the one who was inside the headless, the headless like
I'm sorry, that
table
was funny.
thing.
I thought that that was like so funny.
I
Especially like,
really? Would you have kept him?
I mean, I thought it was funny for TV because it's like Halloween season
Oh,
right now. Like, I thought it was funny. Yeah.
exactly. Then you have Daniel, who was in that small little firefighter car looking like he was struggling. And then you had PJ with the real one.
Yeah, we need to find his Instagram too, because maybe I'll be in those DMs if.
Oh, girl. Yes, well, we promise you that when we come back, we're going to have a few Instagram handles for you all to follow. And obviously, the man that I posted where we don't even know who the hell he was. Who was that man? The AJ, was his name AJ? See, I even forgot. Whoever
Hold on,
that man was.
Christina said, "Would y'all ever cover the challenge? Are you enjoying the challenge this season? Because I haven't watched, and I've only heard people say that it's not worth the watch this season. So let me know if you guys are actually enjoying this season, and like maybe we can cover next season. But I've just been hearing that it's like on the decline. So I don't know." Oh, aw. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird because I know people on the challenge, so it's just very weird for me to be talking about them, if that makes sense. Like,
I'll talk about Thanksgiving. No, I get what you mean, especially yeah, it is. It's a little bit weird. But if y'all are interested in us recapping it, we could definitely like give it a look. But like, yeah, everyone
I
keeps saying
wouldn't mind watching All Stars because I'm all about the Tinas and the Trarians and like All Stars is kind of more my jam just because I'm a little bit older. But I love the All Stars. I know All Stars is coming up. We have this. For right now, we'll be picking up Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother in the winter, but that's not until like I think February. Probably Big Brother Canada, which will pick up right around that time as well, I think. Like
yes.
later,
But we'll
right
definitely keep
after.
you guys all posted on everything that we plan on doing. Just follow us on Twitter at Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. The handle's always going to be in the description. And outside of that, unless you guys have any questions, that's pretty much all that we have tonight. I just posted a new video on my personal YouTube channel, Kemi Kunle. I think I might change the name to Kisses Kemi just to match everything else. But I just posted a new video on my channel talking about like my ex and a new fall makeup routine that I pretty much do every single day. So if you guys would like to see that, head over there. But outside of that, Jess, did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, I did not. Thank you everybody for being on this being on our show today. Next week we will have all three of us together, myself, Cami, and Hannah. We'll talk about the second episode. We will have out our brackets and yeah, if you have any comments, let us know below. Make sure you like the channel, share it with people. And I think that's about it. So we are
Yes, thank you
good.
guys so much for chatting with us all night and enduring our shit talking because Jess has a lot of it.
That's just naturally how I am. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next week, Wednesday at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central. Ta-ta.